wait!
I accidentally wandered into this place and went through some trials. Then, I was told to save Sora.
Huh? Then what's with the weapon?
Time to end this.
Kingdom Hearts 3 ReMIND secret episode was short but so sweet. Like, it was likely my favorite part of the whole thing. I found a new favorite boss battle in the Kingdom Hearts series. Kingdom Hearts 1 Sephiroth was my favorite boss for a long time, but he has, as of right now, been topped by Yozora, the secret boss of Kingdom Hearts 3. The secret episode was the most vague yet filled with substance experience I've ever had in my life. Now, while a lot of people in the Kingdom Hearts community pre-December were focusing on the Master of Masters and the Foretellers and how they were going to be involved in the next saga, I was hyping a character who we knew way less about, but was so interesting in Yozora. Now, my interest for Yozora, similar to a lot of others, comes from Final Fantasy Versus 13, which at this point we literally cannot say there aren't any comparisons. Though it went so much deeper than that. The history of this character and the Versus 13, that cancelled project, just added a layer of mystery to unravel. It felt like Yozora was a character they were trying to be so secretive with. I mean, there's still a cut toy box cutscene of Rex mentioning the names of who we can assume are his other companions. There's old interviews of Nomura talking about how he wanted Sora and Noctis to be parallels of each other, which they are definitely doing with Yozora and Sora, which are supported by both of their meanings, Yozora meaning night sky, Sora's name meaning sky. The original Luna from Final Fantasy 15 was once a character named Stella Nox, and her name translating to Night Star, which I was willing to bet was the girl in the final world. I ended up piecing together a theory shortly after the last ReMIND trailer that the name of the person the mystery star in the final world mentioned was Yozora's, and I ended up being completely right about that, which I definitely got really hyped over if you watched my reaction to the secret ending. This character seemed to me like someone that was going to play a bigger role in the grand scheme of things, and that Nomura had high hopes and high stock in him. I'd debatably say even more so than the Master and the other Foretellers. So I shifted my focus and expectations towards him. And oh, did it not disappoint at all. There was so much leading into this encounter with Sora and Yozora for me, two characters that likely shouldn't have met, and of a character who we've only known for about a year now. When I saw Yozora and Sora getting ready to meet in this weird version of the final world, I was filled with nothing but hype. I've said before how a boss battle in a video game can leave an impression on one's character, and seeing Yozora fight Sora and pull out and point his weapon at him really left an impression on him. Just the way they did, the way they went about it was really cool. Big credits to Dylan Sprouse for the amazing voice work with him as well, which really helped sell the character. He honestly did such an amazing job as Yozora and really brought this video game character, big quotations to that, to life. It's crazy because as comparable as Yozora is to Noctis, when you hear him speak and see him move around, he doesn't feel like a Noctis really at all. So this character isn't just completely ripped from Versus 13 or Final Fantasy 15, at least it doesn't completely seem like it. There's definitely some references here and there, but there are some things that are standing out to be a little bit different. He's definitely forming his own identity, I feel like. The key factor in why a lot of us are so loyal and so deep into the Kingdom Hearts lore is because of its mystery. Every new character, every new piece of information feels like an interactive puzzle the viewers themselves can piece together with their own interpretations, which is what makes talking about the lore and these characters so much fun. That's why I'm constantly anticipating every Union Cross update. Yozora has a different type of mystery from other characters. His mystery holds so much more weight and potentially more value than any plot point we've seen thus far. Somehow Yozora is connected to Riku's dreams, and he has some mysterious power that we don't fully know about that seems to allow him to meet a character like Sora while being asleep in the car, though a lot of that is just speculation, and that's the fun of it. They put so much work and effort into Yozora's secret boss. Having us fight on top of the 104 building was the perfect destination information to choose for this battle, not too revealing to ruin the impact of any other area in future games, but just enough to get us hyped for more inclusion of this world to come. They put the kingdom shader to a whole different use here, and this boss has so many cool animations that it'll make any Kingdom Hearts fan, or gaming fan I feel like for that matter, just go nuts. Yozora's desperation move when he summons the vortex might be one of the most awesome boss sequences I've ever seen in my life. It's so cool. I can't believe how awesome this boss is. You guys know, if you've been following me for a while, that Yozora was my pick for a Kingdom Hearts 3 secret boss very early on, so I had plenty of time to think about what a Yozora boss might turn out to be like. My argument being that this character could be well made. He could have such an impact on people, generate more interest in the character by being a secret boss battle, and I'd say based on the community's reactions that he had quite the impact on people. This boss is not easy at all. It took me 8-ish hours to defeat him the first time, though learning every pattern and learning how to respond to his attacks felt like I was getting closer and closer every single time. It was a really fun experience, and it was so cool to have a secret boss like that. It really was a experience like no other. No excuses, no broken game mechanics unless you're on something below standard or using the easy codes. This boss just takes raw skill and willpower to beat, which is what I love about so many Kingdom Hearts bosses. Yozora isn't like other secret bosses in the Kingdom Hearts series either. His fight has so much more production and effort put into it. The unique arena that only one other secret boss really has. The fact that this boss is fully voice acted and has more of a character to him. Also, the secret bosses previously in the Kingdom Hearts series, while they were fun, they felt weirdly uncanon, even though the encounters I'm pretty sure were kind of. This fight doesn't really feel like that at all. It feels like something that actually happened, question mark. The reason I put a question mark at the end of that is because the two endings are a little interesting. They might debunk that, but it still feels like these episodes had just a lot more weight to them than the secret bosses did beforehand. The secret ending of Kingdom Hearts 3 apparently takes place inside of Riku's dream, or at least his part does, which I really can't wait to make a video about. I'm just trying to piece info together. Also, by the way, Yoko snapped on the soundtrack for this as well. There's no concrete confirmation that it was Yoko who made this piece you're hearing in the background, but if it is, or to whoever it is, big props. You've honestly outdone yourself. You're amazing. I love the soundtrack for the boss so much. Also, the idea to have a good and a bad ending was such a great decision. Like, the reaction during the bad ending was a mixture of confusion and just shock, leaving things like whether the quote bad or quote good endings are canon up to the interpretation of the viewer is a pretty genius idea to do in a Kingdom Hearts game, in my opinion. It's something we've never had in a Kingdom Hearts game before, and people are going to be speculating about things like that for years to come probably, or until we get a follow-up on these endings, and they just create more and more interest in the character and the world they're trying to expand. Especially when you don't expect it, when you don't expect a good or a bad ending to a boss fight, it just adds another layer to that secret episode cake we've been craving. Though, let's talk about the car scene a little bit and what it might mean. The car scene is something that we saw in a early Versus 13 trailer, and this car scene with Yozora is almost frame by frame the same thing as that scene. This is definitely no more teasing us, because if this truly isn't Versus 13, then what makes it so different? Though I do have a couple of guesses. I mean, this person in the car with Yozora is theorized very heavily right now to be Luxord, though we do have to acknowledge that Versus 13 was a cancelled project, so we never got to see what it would truly become. I don't think Final Fantasy 15 was the path Nomura wanted to go with it, despite the game being pretty good as it was. Nomura obviously has a story he wants to tell, though for what reason is he putting this story in the Kingdom Hearts universe rather than making it its own separate game? Also, how has the story evolved, and how will it connect to our Keyblade wielders in the Realm of Light? These These are questions, answers that hold so much weight and mystery. I cannot wait to see what becomes of them. Because the fact that this is a part of the Kingdom Hearts universe and goes by Kingdom Hearts laws, I'd assume at least, that should make this significantly different from Versus 13, like right off the bat. Right? I mean, if you have Sora interacting or potentially going to this world, or Riku going to this world at some point, then it's definitely not Versus 13. It's something completely unique, though it may be familiar, and Nomura's using that to gather interest in this, which I think is honestly genius. The secret episode for Kingdom Hearts 3 ReMIND was honestly perfect. They introduced to us officially a character who is so cool, a character who has established such a large presence in the Kingdom Hearts community over a very short period of time. I've seen so many Yozora profile pictures on Twitter and Discord and everything. People are very obsessed with this character already, while also giving us a amazing boss battle that might just make you cry like Nomura intended. They successfully pushed the Kingdom Hearts world and series into a new era beyond the Xehanort saga with this secret episode that I can't wait to explore. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, you already know what to do. Leave a like, share the video with a friend or a family member, and last but not least, if you're not already and want to become a part of the union, all you have to do is hit that red little subscribe button down below. My name is Prodigy, and I will talk to you guys soon. Peace out.